In 1963, a man in Turkey was renovating his home. He knocked down a wall in his basement. He didn't find pipes or wires. He found a dark, hand-carved tunnel. It led deep into the earth. What he found was a secret city, a city missing for centuries. It wasn't a small bunker. It was a massive underground metropolis, 18 stories deep, capable of hiding 20,000 people. But why live in total darkness? What were they afraid of? Why carve a city so deep? This is the mystery of Derinkuyu, a story of survival, a story of engineering genius, a fear strong enough to move mountains located in the Cappadocia region of Turkey. Derinkuyu is an ancient marvel. The ground is soft volcanic rock. It's called tough, easy to carve, but rock hard when exposed to air. This geology made the city possible, a labyrinth nearly 280 feet deep as you descend. The air stays cool, a constant 55 degrees, no matter the heat above. This wasn't a rough cave, it was a functioning city. Archaeologists mapped living quarters, stables for livestock, churches carved from stone, communal kitchens. Blackened ceilings from fires, wineries with grape vats, deep wells for fresh water. A hidden world below invaders' feet, according to 2024 studies. The city was carefully planned. Upper levels held animals, their smells kept away. The deeper you went, the more private the rooms. But how did they breathe? 20,000 people underground. This is where the engineering shines. Over 50 ventilation shafts carved to the surface. They supplied fresh air. They carried sound. Messages traveled in seconds. The wells were protected. Enemies couldn't poison them. They were only accessible inside. Who built Derinkuyu? Historians still debate. Some say the Phrygians as early as the 8th century BC. Others point to the Hittites centuries earlier. But early Christians expanded it. During the Byzantine era, from the 7th to 11th centuries, used as a massive panic room. During the Arab-Byzantine wars, invaders appeared. Entire populations vanished underground within minutes. The defense system is terrifying. Every level had stone doors, massive circular slabs, weighing up to 1,000 pounds, 5 feet in diameter. They opened only from inside. A hole in the center used to fire arrows, enemies entering the tunnel. Trapped in narrow darkness, unable to stand a stone ceiling, their escape. Derinkuyu wasn't permanent. It was a fortress. People stayed for months, waiting for danger to pass. Imagine the psychological toll: crowded tunnels, dim light weeks underground, yet they had everything. Schools for children, cemeteries for the dead. They chose darkness over surface violence. Today, Derinkuyu stands as a reminder of human resilience. 2025 surveys suggest more cities, hundreds still hidden, connected by miles of tunnels, while we look to the stars and plan cities on Mars. Derinkuyu tells us to look down. Ancient people solved big problems: climate control, dense housing, security with hand tools, and the will to survive. The city was abandoned in the 1920s, forgotten by the world until 1963, until one wall fell. Today it is a UNESCO site visited by millions. But in those silent halls you can feel the echoes, 20,000 heartbeats. The fear that drove them down, the hope that kept them alive. So here is the question: if a global crisis happened today, would you live underground for years? Could you handle the silence, the shadows? Or is the open sky worth the risk? Is Derinkuyu ultimate survival or a tragic life of hiding? Let us know your thoughts. The past is often buried. Sometimes all it takes is knocking down one wall.